Join the Bhakti Podcast with deep insights into all matters spiritual. Like and subscribe to keep up to date with your inner self.
Krishna is appearing in miraculous ways. When Krishna comes 5,000 years ago in a human-like form, not human form, not impersonal, but a human-like form. It looks human, but it's not human. How we know it's not human? 7 days, 7 nights. Giri, Govardhan, the Govardhan Hill, big hill. Krishna took it like a mushroom on the little finger of his left hand. And cowherd boys, Nanda, Yashoda, they thought, oh Krishna, how can you do that? Let's help. That looks dangerous. What if it slips from your finger? So they all put their sticks up to help. And of course Krishna doesn't need any help. But Krishna enjoyed that greatly, that 7 days and 7 nights. Why? Because he was under that umbrella with his beloved gopis. With no separation. Not that he went home and the gopis went home and he waited for the next day to meet again. No, they could meet again. He could look at them. They could look at him for 7 days and 7 nights. And when he looked at them, then his little fingers started trembling. And everybody said, oh, they all put their sticks up, Krishna. And the Sakhas also there. They could see, everybody could see Krishna without interruption for 7 days and 7 nights. That is extraordinary, because previously the gopis were cursing Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma, your creation of these eyes is not very, very wonderful. Because we want to look at Krishna. Krishna is so beautiful. Not beautiful in the sense of Lord Narayan in Vaikuntha with crowns and opulences and gold and jewels. And not that Krishna didn't have any jewels. He had plenty of jewels. Mother Yashoda, she put some jewels on Krishna every day when he left for the forest. She decorated him so much so, and she couldn't bear him going to the forest. And while she decorated, and then Krishna left, and then she ran after him. Oh, wait, let's put this one on and this, like mothers do. Wait, pamper you. Let's wait, okay. So be careful. Balaram, you protect Krishna. You go in front. Make sure Krishna is his soft feet. He doesn't hurt his feet. And never leave Krishna alone. Always. Balaram said, yes. And then Krishna walked off with Balaram. Then she ran after him. And again, oh, I forgot to bring you some extra ladus I made. And lunch pack. So many beautiful things in the lunch pack. Every cowherd boys, I had lunch pack. Because they were all day long in the forest. All day long in the forest, we need some lunch pack. And when they took lunch, they made plates out of leaves. They used platforms out of stones. They ate on their lap. So many different ways they ate. And each cowherd, Saka, cowherd boy, had, of course, different lunch, because their mothers packed the lunch pack. In our younger days, my mother also packed us lunch packs. So I don't know how it is done nowadays, if mothers still make lunch pack for the children, or they just eat in school meal, perhaps. All prepaid school meal, canteen food. No, my mother, our mother, she made lunch packs. she had some parchment paper and some bread. Sometimes something simple. Bread with butter and a bit of sugar on. Very nice. Or bread, that was our favorite, that was my favorite. Bread, butter, and then she grated a bit of chocolate on top of the butter and the packed it into the parchment paper, very nicely folded, 2-3 pieces, so, and perhaps a fruit as well. And then at school you could buy a glass bottle of cocoa or milk. Of course, we like the cocoa. It's kind of, I don't know, it's a pinter, maybe less than a pinter. Glass bottles of milk or cocoa. And that was our lunch. So, Krishna and the Sakas, they had also lunch, but their mothers, what they put into their lunch bags, sabji, rice, dal, pakoras, samosas, kachoris, idli, you name it. Beautiful, wonderful preparations. And every cowherd boy had different varieties of preparations. So when they sat down in a circle, Krishna in the middle, there's this beautiful picture, Krishna sitting in the middle and all the sakas around, and they're eating. Then one cowherd boy said, look, Subal Saka, what my mother put in my lunch bag. And someone else said, no, look what my mother put. And so they gave each other something from their lunch bags, and they gave Krishna as well. They said, Lord, Krishna, that's tasty. They bit into it. Oh, yes, that's beautiful. Here, Krishna, you taste now. That's not what we're doing. Are we doing that? We're eating something and saying, okay, and now you try. But we don't have that relationship. Our relationship is in more referential deity worship. Krishna's eating first. But here's the Sakas, they were eating first, biting in, and then giving it to Krishna. Because Krishna wasn't their supreme Lord. He was their friend. And then sometimes one boy took the lunch away, the lunch bag from another one. And when the other boy went after that boy, he quickly threw it to someone else. And he wanted to get it from them and threw it to someone else and threw it to someone else and threw it to... And then eventually he threw it far away. And only when the boy started crying, then they stopped. So this was going on. So lunch was very important. Did your mother also make you lunch bags when you were young? Yes. Bread, sandwiches?
Bread, sandwiches. My mom used to bake scones.
Yes.
Scones made with cheese and raisins and stuff.
Yes. And in India, what is it? Tiffin. That's very special in India. It's a tiffin. Have you seen every tiffin when you know tiffin?
I know tiffin, yes.
Yes. You probably have one which you never gave back.
I will do. I'll give it back tonight. Yeah.
So tiffin, why does that tiffin have a hole on top?
To let the steam out.
Huh? No. When you close it, that closure has a hole. Why?
So you can click the tiffin so you carry it like a little...
Yeah, but there's a hole. Big like a small finger.
Is that so you can tie it to a bike or something, or
No.
hold it? No?
So we can lock it. Put a padlock on it.
Oh my goodness.
That's
Oh,
what
yes.
they do.
Wow.
Yes, oh yeah.
Well, but they have the tiffin that nobody is going in your tiffin. You put a padlock on and that's it.
Makes sense.
So that's India, right?
Yeah.
In school or at work. tiffin hour. So lunch is very important. Very important. We eat some nice lunch, peaceful, nice. So the Sakas were also eating the lunch peaceful. And what did Krishna do when, after Mother Yashoda decorated him with beautiful necklaces and golden chains and pearls and all of that? What did he do when he came in the forest?
What was that story?
What did he do? Huh?
Who came in the forest?
Krishna.
When he went in the forest?
Yes.
What did he do?
Mother decorated him very nicely, very beautiful. Once he entered the forest, what did he do?
Oh, he's like wrestling with his friends.
What did he do?
Did he take it all off and give it to his friend?
He took it all off.
Wow.
What did he put on? Forest flower garlands, guncha berry garlands, all the, and mineral paint. So the forest has.
Say he was
Yes.
putting the dust on the dust.
They played with the elements, whatever was available. What did they eat? Sometimes roots and fruits. So the forest is very important. Very important. They obviously knew what is edible, and so they dug some roots, they took some fruits, and they made chamaras out of leaves, because they had nothing in the forest. So they were very creative, very inventive. Like that. So Krishna preferred the simple Vanamala. Vana is forest, Mala is garlands. Preferred the simple forest flower garlands to all the glittering, opulent decorations his mother gave him. One day, and you know that story, probably, one day Krishna decided, I want to decorate all my cows. How many cows?
Thousands.
How many?
Hundreds of thousands.
How many hundreds of thousands?
Like 9 lakhs. Like
9 lakh means
900,000.
900,000.
Nearly a million.
That's a lot of cows and calves. So one day Krishna decided, I want to decorate my cows with some pearl necklaces. Right? All of them. Pearls. Pearls are very nice. So he asked his mother, can you give me some pearls? I want to make necklaces for all my cows. She said, oh, Lala, we don't have enough pearls for decorating all your 900,000 cows. Well, okay, I will grow some pearls. I will grow them. He said, oh, Lala, pearls don't grow. Pearls are found in the sea, in the oyster. Don't you know that? No, I will grow some pearls. So Krishna prepared the ground, and the Sakas, they helped him, of course. And then the pearls, the mother gave her some pearls. She planted them like seeds in the ground. And the gopis, the word spread. Lala is planting pearls. Right? And everybody, well. And more than that, he went to the gopis. He said, my dear gopi girls, can I have some pearls from you, huh? Krishna, why do you need some pearls? I want to plant some pearls and decorate all my cows. And the gopis, ha. And no, this, our pearls are just fit for decorating ourselves and not your cows. What do you think? Wasting our pearls on your cows? So Mother Yashoda's pearls, he planted, and the gopis were just laughing amongst themselves. Look, he is doing some strange things, and all the inhabitants, everybody knew Lala is planting pearls. And after a few days and watered them, then he asked the gopis, can I have some yogurt and milk from you? Because the gopis always carry yogurt and milk. So please give me some yogurt and milk. This is pastime with tax collecting. You know that? I have been there in Vrindavan. It's a very narrow kind of gorge with rocks and right and left, and Krishna put himself right in the middle when the gopis and the normal path they came with all their goods and yogurt and milk, and she said, oh, I'm the governor here. I'm a tax collector. You have to pay some tax. And then there was some jostle and hustle, and he pushed a pot down from Radharani's head and cracked on the floor, and all the milk spilled and the yogurt and all of that. So he asked her, can I have some milk? What do you need milk and yogurt for, Lala? I want to water my pearls. Yeah, to water you. The pearls don't grow. Pearls are found in the ocean, in oysters. They don't grow in the ground. No. So give me some. They said, no, we don't waste our milk like that. Our milk is very, very precious, and our yogurt. Not wasting on your pearls. Okay. He was rejected. They rejected him completely. They didn't give him pearls, they didn't give him yogurt, they didn't give him milk. So, okay. So after he watered, he had some milk, his own milk and yogurt, and after some time watering with milk and yogurt, some little shoots came out. And the gopis looked, they inspected in the evening. Oh, some shoots. Surely these are weeds. Krishna's watering the weeds. And after some time, there were bigger creepers. Still, they thought it was weeds. But one day, there was the most beautiful pearls growing on these creepers. White and shining, and in all rainbow colors. Pearls everywhere, full of pearls. Full of pearls, and the gopis became very envious. Oh, what's he doing? Pearls. And Krishna, he took those pearls and made necklaces, all the sakha sitting down like garlands, like in France, all the Mataji's and Prabhus made garlands. All the sakhas made stringing the pearls, and each cow had a beautiful garland out of pearls, multicolored, and sometimes a garland with the same color pearls, and sometimes every second pearl was purple and turquoise and all of that. So the gopis thought, well, we also can do that. Let's grow pearls, and let's grow even more beautiful pearls. Because there's always a competition going on. That's more beautiful than Lala's, and many more pearls. So they asked their mothers, and the mother said, no. Then they secretly took the pearls from their mothers. They stole the pearls from their mothers, and they planted them, just like Krishna has done. And they had plenty of yogurt and milk and ghee and buttermilk, and they watered them nicely. And Krishna had fenced off his pearl garden. So they also fenced off their pearl garden. How do they fence off something in India? How do they fence off something? They don't make a nice fence, iron fence or wooden fence. They put some branches of prickles all around her. We can see that. Even some Indian people at the allotment. So there's one lady, she put some prickles on her border. Nobody will come in your garden if there's some prickles, dried bramble branches. No. So they fenced it off. And they watered them nicely with milk and yogurt, as Krishna has done. And there were little shoots coming up, and they were, yeah, we also can do that, not just Krishna. And eventually it turns out there were some sticker bushes, prickly weeds came up. Not pearls, prickly weeds. And Krishna and the Sakas. And the gopis were very depressed. Because they had to give the pearls back which they took from their mothers. And they had to eat humble pie. And they went to Krishna, Lala, could you, I mean, we hardly dare to ask, but we are in a difficult position. We have taken the pearls from our mothers without the knowledge of our mothers, and we wanted to grow some pearls like you did, but only prickly weeds came up. Can you please, you have so many pearls, can you give us some of your pearls so we can put it back to our mothers, otherwise we'll be in big trouble. And Krishna said, you haven't helped me out, I will not help you out. And they were very, very depressed. And then a whole pastime starts of bargaining, and the Radharani hiding in the bush and overlooking everything, and bargaining what should be the bargain to get some pearls, to pay back some mothers, and. So this is going on. Beautiful games in the forest. Sometimes games, well-established games, and sometimes very creative. They made up some games. Have you ever done that as a child, Ben?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. The children making up some games. Someone comes up, oh, let's do like this, let's do like that. That one, that's the rules, and they put down the rules, and they're playing games. New games, never played before. So the Sakas did that also. They played some games, new games. So all day long, they were engaging in jumping around and, of course, singing. They loved singing, and Krishna loves the singing very much. It is said Krishna likes, of course, when the Sakas tell him, Lala, we played so many games. You look exhausted. Why don't you take a break? And someone comes forward, why don't you put your head on my lap? And someone else comes forward, I will massage your legs and your feet. And someone else comes forward, I will fan you. Fans made of peacock feathers and leaves. Also very inventive, leaves and peacock feathers. So, in this way, but then someone or some boys, they start singing for Lala, for Krishna. And it's described, Krishna enjoys the singing more than anything else. That's his favorite, when the Sakas sing. What's they singing about? What's they singing? They're singing about Krishna's exploits. They're singing about Krishna's pastimes. And yesterday we were in the forest and there was a big snake, Agasura. Like that. And Krishna enjoys that. The singing of the... And the cowherd boys, they have very melodious voices. And there are certain cowherd boys who are absolutely expert in singing. So these things are going on. All day long playing and singing and jumping around and imitating animals. When they find an empty well, say shouting in the well, and are very enamored by the echo, and they're singing along with the echo, making some rhythmical. So all that is going on all day long. And then, of course, tired, and Krishna takes some rest. And then in the meantime, the cows walking away. The cows are always, the calves, they're always looking for some sweet grass. They're also like we are always looking for some nice, tasty things, right? Everybody's looking, let's have something more tasty. Varshana Mataji says, ice cream in the freezer. So always tasty things. Tasty things. So the cows also, the grass is not always the same. Some grass is just ordinary grass. Also never really ordinary, because Vrindavan is not ordinary. But some grass is sweeter than other grass. And then when the cows find some sweeter grass due to surrounding areas and nice water, clean water, the Jamuna water, very, very clean. The cowherd boys, the Sakas and Krishna, they were drinking the water from the river. Can you imagine? Where can you do that? Is there any river in this world where you can drink the water? Hardly. Maybe in Gangotri, it's a source of the Ganga, that icy water. And that water tastes, I have a personal experience. Many years ago, we went from France to Spain over the Pyrenees. Very, very daring road. French side is very nice, but you come to the Spanish side, it's almost a dirt road. And it's going down on the left, but then we stopped there, and there was some water coming out of the rocks. So we were thirsty, took some water from the mountain. I never tasted such a beautiful water. So tasty, like water is supposed to taste. No comparison to the tap water or the bottled water or anything, even the most expensive bottled water, no. That was tasting so nice and pure. All the minerals in and everything. So that's what. So the Sakas and Krishna, they were drinking water from the Jamuna. Clean, clear. So, the materialistic people of this world, they have absolutely no idea what is going on. They have no concept. They are just preferring the stale and blunt experiences from their own senses. Nothing in comparison. What is not only Krishna is enjoying that, anyone who is hearing these pastimes are also enjoying that. And in the end, we're going back home to Godhead, and we're enjoying with Krishna also. And we're being one of the Sakas, or one of the gopis, or one of the servants, or we may be in Shantaras, in neutral. It's explained, I read that the other day, that the impersonalists who meditating on the Paramatma, on the Super Soul, Vishnu Murti in the heart, there to the most they can realize Shantaras, because they are in all reference to that Vishnu Murti as it's proper. Vishnu Murti means Vishnu, all reference. So they are in a neutral relationship, Shantaras. So that is there. And the trees and the creeper in Vrindavan are also in Shantaras. And then we have the Dasyaras, those servants. I mean, we're reading, it's not, the cowherd boys is just some simple farmer's family. That's not what we're reading. They have palaces, like Nanda Maharaj has palaces with golden pillars and entrance and decorated and big. And the Sakas in the evening, everybody goes to their own houses and everybody takes their own cows. It's not just Krishna's cows. the Sakas have also cows. So when they're going to the forest, they also bring their cows. Everybody's cows, so there's lots of cows. And Krishna knows them all by name. In the evening when he collects them, he calls all their names. And he's sitting like in Terkadamba, that's a famous place. Because Krishna has to make sure all the cows are coming home. None is lost. It can also happen that the cow gets lost. Then the other day we spoke about that pastime where Krishna wanted the association of Radharani, and he said, Supal Saka, he said, I need Radharani's association right now. Otherwise I will drown myself. So, okay, that's very serious. So Supal Saka went to Yavat on the pretense I lost a calf. So sometimes a calf can get lost. You need to find it. So when Krishna is sitting in Tekadamba on the tree, and he calls all the cows by name, and they're coming, running to him, tail up. When the cow has a tail raised high up, then they're very, very happy. We sometimes see when the cows have been inside over the winter, and the first days getting into the field, into the meadows, and you let them out, they're running and kicking their hind legs, and the tails are raised, and they're jumping around like little teenagers. So Krishna calls all the names of the cows. Shyamali, this name and that. And there are different groups of cows also. It's all very, very organized. And each group of cows has a leader. Right? It's not just all one. No, it's not. I mean, the spiritual world, everything is very organized. So, like the cowherd boys, the Sakas. It's not just, it's all one big group of Sakas. No. They have the group leader. Yuteshwar, group leader. Srila Prabhupada is also group leader there. We can serve under his leadership. So, yes, one needs to get trained and serve under a group leader. So the cows have also certain groups. There is a group of cows which is brown. Other cows in another group, they're all white, and they're speckled cows, and there are midangam-shaped headed cows. Some cows have a head like a midangam, so that's a very different group. So, and when Krishna calls them, and he counts them to make sure, he's taking his flute and he's touching their noses, and the cows become very happy with Krishna's flute. Krishna touched my head with his flute. And sometimes it happens that one cow, she doesn't come. Krishna calls her, Shyamali, come, it's time to go home. She doesn't come. Why doesn't she come? Because she wants to hear her name. Krishna is calling her name 3, 4, 5 times. Shyamali, come. Shyamali, she likes that. Krishna comes and she comes running, and so that's going on. And when they come back from the forest, they have assembly places in Vrindavan. They may do a little bit of kirtan and a bit of singing and a little bit of drama, and all the inhabitants, they all assemble when the Sakas coming back from the forest. It's a big festival. Everybody comes out of their houses, they're joining and they're dancing and they're singing, and a festival. Our boys have come back because the mothers are very attached to their boys. They're even more attached to Krishna. Everybody is more attached to Krishna than to their own children. And then eventually, after some time, the cowherd boys, the Sakas, taking their cows, respectively, and they're going to their own places, to their own houses. And then it's described, then there are servants, they're washing their feet and massaging their legs, and so it's not just some cowherds, poor folks or something. No, it's very opulent in Vrindavan, a different kind of opulence. They have servants at home, and these servants are in dasyaras, many servants who are looking after their welfare, and then their mother's cooking, and they have some maids and assistants who help and cleaning and this and that. So that's going on. That's a day in Krishna's cowherd day, and the gopis enjoying that kind of things also very, very much. When they traveled later on to Kurukshetra, after the battle of Kurukshetra, they all traveled there, and they met Krishna again after a long time. They didn't really enjoy that as much, because there is no Vrindavan. So we know that also. We may enjoy at our home or whatever, but once we're going on holiday, in our favorite holiday places, then we're enjoying even more. So the gopis, they enjoyed the setting of Vrindavan. So did Krishna. The setting of Vrindavan is very special. It's no comparison to Mathura. It's no comparison to Dwarka. None of that. It's a different chapter. Krishna is a king of the Yadavas and respect and all of that. No, Krishna is hankering after the simple forest pastimes with the gopis and the sakas. That's Krishna hankering for. The materialists have no idea. Their enjoyment is dry and speculative. And if someone is a little bit advanced, he's searching for something higher. He's searching what is a self. And then they're becoming jnanis. Jnanis, a starting point. They don't accept, not even Paramatma. If they do accept the Paramatma, then they have a chance and good fortune in Shantarasa, neutrality. And the yogi is meditating on the Antaryami, on the Supersoul in the heart also. But that is a far cry from the gopis and the Mother Yashoda, Nanda Baba and the elderly gopas and gopis enjoying in Vrindavan. It's a far cry. And Krishna was always stealing butter from the gopis. Why did he do that? And the gopis came to Mother Yashoda and complained, "Your naughty boy is stealing our butter." So we hang the butter on a swing high up in the roof, but these boys are very cunning. They're standing on top of each other and someone reaches and brings the yogurt down. And then Mother Yashoda was saying, you should hang the butter in a dark place so they cannot see. And the gopi is saying, we have tried that, but the jewels on their bodies are so shining that they can't even see in the dark. So, what to do? And Mother Yashoda was saying, okay, I will take the jewels of Krishna. And the gopi said, no, don't do that, don't do that. Actually, we are not complaining. We are enjoying when Krishna comes and stealing our butter. it sometimes happens. They cunningly going through a window from the outside into the room. They know exactly where the butter and the yogurt is kept. Of course, that yogurt in Braj, that's a different type of yogurt. It's not also butter. The butter is a different type of butter. It's not like butter we get from Sainsbury's or Tesco's. We can hardly imagine Krishna is eating the butter, like Tesco butter, Sainsbury's supermarket butter. That's not very tasty. On bread perhaps, but not just pure. No, that butter in Braj is different, because that butter is made from yogurt. You're churning yogurt, and of course the milk is very fat. So don't do semi-skimmed milk. No, nothing semi-skimmed. So full fat of the milk is there. And some cows giving milk which is more fatty than others. So then they're making yogurt. Because milk you cannot keep very long. It's getting sour. So when the cows have been milked, they're turning the milk into yogurt, because yogurt keeps better. And then they're churning the yogurt until it clumps together, and that's a butter. That type of butter Krishna eats. You can only imagine. Churned yogurt gets lumpy. That perhaps sweeten it a little bit. So that butter is very tasty. So it happened, so they went through the window into the house of the gopis. And when they heard some noise, they quickly went out of the window. But Madhu Mangal, who is a little bit chubby, he got stuck in the window. He said, help me, help me. The others said, no, you fend for yourself. And then the gopis caught him. And so many things are going on there. So that is real enjoyment. Not that enjoyment of this material energy, whatever is available, enjoying the technology, enjoying social media, enjoying restaurant food. That is all very, very stale and dry in comparison.
Join the Bhakti Podcast with deep insights into all matters spiritual. Like and subscribe to keep up to date with your inner self.